Good evening, everybody. This is Chef Troyardee, and tonight we are going to be cooking blackened salmon and garlic parmesan green beans. So you can see, perhaps, that we've already got the salmon marinating in lime juice and the best hot sauce ever next to sriracha, which is Cholula. So we got that marinating. We've had it marinating for a while. In just a second, I'm going to melt some butter and I'm going to pour it in on top of the fish as well. We like to let the fish sit in the butter, the Cholula, and the lime juice for an extended period of time for flavor. But the butter also helps two things. One, the salmon doesn't stick to the grill grates. And two, it helps the blackening seasoning to stick on the salmon as well. So we'll show you that in just a few minutes when I pop it on the grill. Also want to show you that we've got the plate of green beans here that have already got the fresh garlic minced up along with the Parmesan cheese. We mix that with some olive oil as well. We're going to keep that on the baking sheet and we're going to cook that at about 350 for about 20 minutes. We want the green beans to still be kind of crunchy, not soggy, but the cheese, it doesn't really fully melt, but the Parmesan cheese gets a little hard. It adds some texture to the crunchy green beans. It's absolutely delicious. Not a whole lot of prep time, and it doesn't take that long to cook either. So stay tuned. Here in just a few minutes, we'll take you to the next step of our Chef Troyardee show. So as everybody can see, I just poured in the melted butter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this big old piece of salmon and I'm going to flip it over on one side so I get a nice coating of butter on both sides. Of course, we still have the scales on one side. Those will come off when we're on the grill, so I'm not going to bother taking those off now. So now I've flipped the salmon on both sides, so I've got a good coating of butter on both sides. Next, tune back in, we're going to put this on the grill. So we've got the oven preheating to 350. We're going to wait till that hits 350. Then we're going to put these bad boys in the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. So now we're going outside to the grill. We're going to fire this up. We're going to let it heat up until it gets to about 450, 500 degrees. All right, so we got the grill fired up, and we're going to let this, like I mentioned, heat up to about 450 degrees. We don't want it to be too hot, but certainly we're going to cook the salmon for about 5 minutes on each side. When I put it on, you'll see that I'm going to hit it with the blackening seasoning. I'm going to let it cook for 5 minutes. I'm going to flip it. By that time, the scales on the other side will come off, and I'll hit the other side with blackening seasoning as well. So stay tuned for the next step. 450 degrees. We don't want it to be too hot.
You know, because 450 degrees isn't hot at all.
A few moments later.
Sir, there's no brakes on this job. There's no brakes on this job.
There's always brakes. We have officially hit 350 degrees. Green beans, oven. Oh! 20 minutes. Hi. We're almost at 500 degrees. We're almost at prime cooking temperature to throw the salmon on. Coming soon. So we've officially reached prime cooking temperature
Yay, balloons, confetti.
on the
go.
Weber. So we're going to bring the salmon out here in just a second. We're going to throw it on. And I don't really know what else to say right now. So stop recording.
Is it Weber or Weber?
Weber.
I think it's Weber.
No, it'd be too easy if it was Weber.
Well, I'm saying it's Weber. What?
Dweeb. It's time.
Four.
Oh, to put the salmon on the grill. Time to make the magic happen. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a big old piece of salmon. Now, runs. Got to get a nice heavy layering of blackening seasoning. This blackening seasoning is so incredibly delicious and nutritious. It's probably not nutritious actually, but it is delicious. So we're going to coat it on there. That is one prime slab of salmon. I think slabs mostly apply more to beef, but it's going to apply to salmon tonight. We're going to put it on for 5 minutes, and then we're going to flip it and coat more salmon with more blackening seasoning. So stay tuned.
A few moments later.
I'm going to flip the salmon. Oh yeah. It's a beautiful, beautiful slab of salmon. Alright. So here's where the skin's going to come off. It's going to be beautiful, marvelous, stupendous, spectacular. Alright. This is going to be a bit challenging. Actually, it's going to be really challenging. Woo. This isn't the challenging part. The challenging part is going to be flipping the big old hunk of salmon without breaking it apart. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see if I can get this off here. Okay, now the reapplication, or not reapplication, but the application of more Cajun blackening seasoning to the other side. Just FYI too, that was totally all luck when I flipped it, that it didn't all fall apart. So you witnessed history today. All right, 5 more minutos.
Later.
All right, 20 minutes. The green beans are done. That is amazing. It's perfection. It's deliciousness. So we have 2 minutes left before we pull the salmon off the grill and we get this party started. It's time to take the salmon off the grill. Oh, wait.
Oh, we take it off the grill.
This is not good.
He literally is, he forgets everything. Like, look at the Weber.
You have everything now?
Yes. All right. Let's see. Hang on a minute. Oh, that's perfection. It's ready to roll.
I call first dibs on trying it.
All right. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's
Now,
amazing.
let's get the clips of the salmon.
The salmon goes too. All right.
Scale 1 to 10, what does it look like?
Looks like a 10, but we gotta wait and see what it tastes like. So
Don't say stay. If you say
stay tuned.
Hey, throwing out my greens like a star in my own bed. Can't wear my homies popping pills, I'm a grown man. Cartier, bracelet on my wrist, 8 stolen. Richard Mill, Jackie Chan, Dragon Golden. Rappers back home, they're acting like the real shit. Driving Lamborghini, they've been floating. Purpose of being famous with the rooms in. Thanks to the gas, so I can finally be a grown man. Yeah. Lately I've been really busy. When I was kid, my friends they call me Howdy Barry. Now I wanna make some money.
Oh, that's amazing.
Scale 1 to 10, what do you rate it?
12.
That was not in the scale 1 to 10 range, but okay.
I can't count.
Now she's testing it. Taste testing it. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate it? If you say 12, I'm not gonna be 11. Good lordy lord. Okay, it's my turn. Oh, 0 out of 10. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I'm just kidding. 10 out of 10, because I'm not unreasonable and I'm not going to say 11 or 12.
Thank you for hanging out with us for our very first episode of Chef Troyardee. And I just want to tell you that I apologize for saying stay tuned so many times. I will do my very best to not use that phrase so much in the future. Stay tuned for our next episode of Chef Troyardee. See you next time. You can't get a better tasting, healthy side to your salmon without going to the garlic parmesan green beans. They are the most amazing thing that you'll ever put in your mouth. You should try it sometime. Mmm.